Carl Jung has said that belonging to organizations is a crutch for the lame, a shield for the timid, a bed for the lazy, nurseries for the irresponsible. So, what does that mean? It means that when you give your identity away to identify first and foremost as raza, as black, as Republican, as Democrat, as liberal, as conservative, etc., that you gave away your responsibility because you're not responsible for what you say now. That's the group saying it. You're just repeating it. See, you're lazy because you don't have to go research things now. If the group said it, it must be true. So you don't have to verify anything. If you disagree with the particular direction the group is taking, you won't speak up because you need that shield that is the group to protect you. You're afraid of not having that shield. And it serves as a crutch for the lame, as he said. If you look at some of these folks who beat their chest the most about ethnic pride, they really don't have a lot of conversation for anything else other than feeding the masses red meat, then pumping the group up with, you're special. The only reason you're not shining is because those other folks are holding you down. You belong at the top. See, who doesn't want to believe that? Who's in a bad place? Who has been marginalized, oppressed, living a life that is less than ideal while they see others living a life that is ideal? That's who needs to hear that message. That's who wants to believe that message. See, I see groups, I see ethnicities, but my message is, hey man, because you are this group, because your skin color is this way, the government will probably vote to put something in your neighborhood that fairer and wealthier people won't accept in theirs. And those land use decisions further hinder your ability to get ahead in life. I hear people who subscribe to the group mentality first and foremost say, we're hard workers. Everyone can pull themselves up by their chin straps, as the Republican mantra goes. See, they need to believe their group is super strong and omnipotent in some ways. But the truth is, the government does put obstacles in their group's ways that has them starting way behind the starting line. And they would know that if the people in that group did their research and wasn't trying to pump the group up with loyalty towards them with red meat that is not often based in fact. And people don't look at it because, hey, that's the group talking. I'm not responsible. That's how the group feels. I don't got to think. The group says it's like this, so it's like this. I need that group because without them, I couldn't accomplish the things I want. And there is power in numbers. I believe that. I believe that folks can look around and share a cause and fight for that cause as a group. But once that group becomes their primary identity, then they're not free to call out mistakes group leaders make because you're defying the group. And this happens again in political parties across the spectrum. In California, there's a group of nonprofits that is in competition in some ways with other groups of nonprofits. They have alliances and coalitions, and one pushes one way and the other one pushes the other way. And if you belong to one and you just happen to agree with the other side on a particular issue, guess what? You can't say that. You got to support your team, wrong or right. And that's not. I don't see why I would have to support the wrong when I don't agree with it. When I don't see that error. That's because I'm free. I respect my mind, my ability to go do research and learn for myself if it's true or not. I respect the power of words. I'm not going to say something I'm not unsure of because it suits my beliefs and what I want to believe, because I know it might cause harm to my community. I heard someone along political lines say something that was wholly inaccurate. Fuck it, I'll just say it. They said everything Cassidy Hutchinson said was a lie, based on the limo being long and their thought that Trump couldn't reach for the steering wheel. So everything she said in that hearing was a lie, based on that. But the truth is that she was under oath. The truth is that she didn't say she was in that limo. She heard from the Secret Service that happened. That's what she said. So it wasn't a lie. It was hearsay. But where are we at today? All the texts from the Secret Service that day are missing. Other Secret Service folks had said he was mad and wanted to go over there. So someone saying everything she said is a lie because of an interpretation they had in their head is being reckless. If you really love the raza and the community, why wouldn't you take the time to know what you're talking about, to share the truth with them? Don't share what you want in the world. Don't share your beliefs that could be faulty. Share the truth and respect the raza enough to make their own decisions as individuals. And if collectively they're all on the same page, then maybe it's an issue worth fighting over. But don't give them some bullshit because it suits your belief of what should be. Now you've disrespected the raza. See, in a capacity where I was given huge opportunities, I came back with, I'm expected to build relationships and trust with the community. But I see other governmental agencies selling them fake gold watches. And I'm supposed to pretend to be the community's friend. Well, I know they're being sold a fake gold watch, and I don't tell them it's fake gold. You can't build a relationship if you're not being truthful. Even if you think you're being truthful, but you don't know what you're talking about, you could be causing more harm than good to the same identity that you put yourself in first and foremost. I don't. But I do respect these groups enough to try to be as honest with them as possible and not say anything if I don't know what I'm talking about. Or make it clear, I don't know what I'm talking about here. Nietzsche is another person I look up to, and he believed in the higher man. And the higher man was someone who broke away from the herd to do what they thought was right for the world. There's an example on YouTube of someone who does a monthly show on a particular issue that is extremely taboo. And a lot of people on there talk about how it happened to them. Despite the stigma that Raza puts on people, even if it happened to them as kids. That's the higher man. That's a person who's not afraid of the stigma of a group to do what they think is right. Now, sometimes it might look like people are sticking their head above the herd, but really, they're just the loudest member of the herd. They didn't rise above it. They didn't rise above a identity they put on themselves that limits what they can say and think to speak up to benefit the whole of humanity. This is some deep shit. Most people ain't gonna get it. A lot of people might think, oh, he's just against the Raza. But I tell you what, I probably spoke up more for Raza in places where it counts, governmental processes, than most motherfuckers on YouTube that I see. I've dedicated more of my time than most mofos on YouTube. And I don't beat my chest about ethnic pride despite my work with communities to help them understand how they're really being harmed and how to speak up for it. Yeah, I see race. I see how people are marginalized and how they aren't. And I know that I belong to an ethnic group. But I don't make that my first and foremost identity. My first and foremost identity is the brain I have right here, how it processes, and how I can share what's in here to help other people. That's my identity. It's in there. It's all the wheels and gears that turn and all my life experience that helps me think critically about what I see before me. And it's not filtered through, I can't say this part because I'm Raza, I can't say this because I'm an advocate, I can't say this because I'm liberal. Nah, I call out Raza, I call out advocates, and I call out liberals as much as I do everyone else. You don't get a pass on harming my community because you look like me. Anyways, be a leader, not a follower. Some YA shit you'd hear all the time. And think for yourselves, please. Please think for yourselves. You're not gonna have. You're not gonna give the world all you have to offer unless you do. That said, I wish you guys the best. Much love to everyone. Stay up.